No, first times and forevers.
For the first time in forever.
Okay, are you in this world? Are you just going up ahead and killing stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Clearing
up
shit
here.
out for you.
I'm leaving Alex behind.
Oh god, I'm running the fuck away for a second.
Oh, what's
I don't
that
like being
sound?
chased when I'm so fucking weak. Oh, you got me.
Who?
Big fat mama jam.
Oh, dude, she's gonna kill me too. Shit.
Would you like to know how much health I have?
One. You want me to do you?
No, I got it. I got hit pretty fucking hard. Robert, run!
I almost died.
Yeah, I was
And he's dead.
We don't need your help. Get out of here.
died?
No.
No, I killed the big bad mama jumper bitch.
Wait real quick, guys.
Oh,
I am your personal guardian bitch, but
I
hurry up.
hurl a meteor.
Which one is it?
It is called Chaos Bed
Oh yeah.
Vestiges.
Robert, what are you
Dolly.
doing?
I'm texting.
What are you
There we
doing?
go.
Where you ass at?
Is there an item right here for you?
Let's see, Alex. No.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay. Follow me closely, because you're gonna get in a very important item right here.
Friend! Yes!
Eat.
I run.
But I have the great. I now have the great heal, so I can heal pretty much everyone's full health bar.
Oh, I forgot to get
At
that
this
thing. Fallen dead body.
Oh, that. Oh yeah, I know that spell. Oh yeah, get the bone that was dropped. You got it.
Yeah.
Tell me when you guys need a heal, and I'll do it.
I got a bunch of items. Oh wait, there's something over here.
Yeah, always is. This is Darkful, bitch.
There's things everywhere.
I hate how weak my character is. It pisses me off.
I'm sorry.
Hey, there's a reason why I gave you 14 levels for free, okay?
So you can get a
To
little bit
make
more
this
help.
not as bad. To make the... No, it's not even... Okay, Robert, to give you a little bit of perspective, how much health do you have? Like, go into your status screen. How much...
Let me
What's
see.
your health to maximum?
My max health is 1,062.
Yeah. This sword, using its hold R2 attack, can one-shot you.
Wait.
It does 1,048 damage.
But when you play with me, it does less?
It takes 2 swings to get 400 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so impossibly weakened. Ah, I've been such an asshole!
I like these little guys.
And I fat roll too, and it pisses me off.
Wait, I have a question. That guy that I freed from the prison cell, is he related to these people?
No, just they're wearing the same clothes. Regroup! No! Regroup, heal.
Alex, get over hither.
Time for a full heal!
I heard people suck when they have their eyes bandaged, like Alex. I mean,
He gets a boost in pyromancy, so...
oh, okay, never mind. Jelly, are you watching my video right now?
Alex, where the fuck are you? Did you drop down the hole?
No,
Where the hell are you?
I'm upstairs.
He's masturbating.
Then come hither, my dude. Come hither. Robert, no restarting a character anymore if you don't like it.
I'm not.
Just
This is
level
the
up-
last time.
Level up accordingly.
I will.
Okay.
This is the last time. No other time. Well, it could have been worse. I could have restarted like straight from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I could have deleted this guy and then restarted all over again. But I was like, no.
Okay. Can you get the item?
Yes.
Or is it still up there?
I got
Okay,
it.
come back up. Down into the hole. Get the sunlight medal and drink the Estus soup.
I used to be.
Man, I like how this is a part of the map where they just gank the shit out of invaders. They don't open that door, and then there'd be people down here with pyromancies, and they would just fucking burn the hell out of
Open the
them.
door. Open the door.
I would, but I forgot how to.
Yeah!
Wait, real quick. I want to. How do I add my? Oh yeah. Wait, never mind. The
I call
sun.
dibs.
Go for it. Oh god, he's interested in me. Get fucked, nerd.
Jelly, is this game scary or
Okay, wait, what the fuck? Oh god, he had defenses up.
it looks like? I did all the work. I killed him. It was me.
Okay. Alex, show him the way to the items. I'll keep clearing a path.
Jelly, would you play this game?
Shit.
Excuse me. No, Alex. No,
I
get
see
him,
that shit.
get him. Yeah.
I see that shit. Pretty bad.
Let's go summon Austin again.
Where'd Austin go? What happened?
He died.
How? Where? Who? Where?
This way.
Jelly said she would like to play this game.
This is
Oh,
very good.
there's an item back here.
I mean, I'll run up to that area and you can just spawn me back in. I'll put down
In the
my
little
summoning
soup
sign
area?
there. Yeah, I'll put my summoning sign in the soup area.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking digging down everything in my way. It feels awesome being powerful again.
It's a good thing you're way better than Alex. I mean, I think. He's hot. Get it?
One swing killed 6 enemies. I am a proper big dick baller right now.
Take me.
I can. Oh my. Wait, how do I do those actions again?
Left side of the touchpad.
Yes, no, that's not funny. No, not funny.
Damn it. I fell off.
Switch. Let me see. Oh no, stay laying down! Lay down. No!
Take me from behind.
You like my penis?
Stay.
Yay! I'll continue striking
That's a
everyone
nice
with
willy
fucking
you got
lightning
there,
magic.
boy.
Excuse me, Professor. I don't think that's professional.
It's not supposed to be.
I am the best professionaler professor.
Eat shit and die.
Wait, do it again. Lay down. Do another one. Oh, never
No.
mind.
Alex, what level is your character?
My character is level 89.
My summoning sign's down. I'm gonna drink some Estus soup.
Is you spawn?
My summoning sign's in the soup room.
Super. Summon sign. Soup. Summon soup sign. Sign soup summon. Oh, it just appeared right under me, dude. That was funny. Ew, dogs. Just kidding.
Oh, Mark's at the back door. 1 second.
Wait, did I spawn him in? Or was that someone else?
Hold on. Oh, yeah, he's spawned in.
That's what I do when I want to smash. You go behind Alex.
Move, Robert. Robert!
Why? Oh my god. No. I want to be a part of the action.
Start eating his ass, get behind him.
Okay. Wait. Let me just position this. No, don't stop! Can you move him closer to my... Oh.
Let's go.
Why?
Come on, you virgins. Let's go.
I'm the most virgin-y virgin ever.
So you got all the items?
Mm-hmm. Owie! Alex got it.
Get in there, get in there, get in there.
I got you.
Stay in there for a second while I take care of Big Mamma Jam with this bitch.
I would like to see what my pyromancy does to him.
Won't stop you. Just
Where is he?
up top. I keep getting fucking killed. It's so goddamn weak, man.
God damn it, Robert.
Hey, you're the one who went
No.
right into me.
Go back to the pot room and revive him.
If you're strong enough to get all the way to the next bonfire,
Let's see if we can get. How are you dying so much?
because I'm trying
Weakling!
Son, I'm level 112, I think.
Congratulations, I don't care.
If
Okay,
there's
we're-
weakness here, it's not me.
We're gonna make it to the next shrine and just meet you there. Yeah, we're already there then. Never mind.
Only 900 can be beaten.
Good, because I'm a
Alright, Robert, get over here now.
Sorry, I'm killing the little lizard dude.
Get back there. I'll take care of this.
Hey, that fire's pretty lit.
I'm gonna kill you with your own weakness.
Austin, are you there?
Yeah.
You're in that one area with a little bridge, right? Or something by a bridge or something. Oh, there you are. You look scary.
Alright. Wait, you dispense.
Uh-oh, there's a big mini. Okay, that sucks.
You wanna take care of the big man?
I will take care
I
of it.
will, if I cannot get in. I'm here for boys!
Get the knife, put the piece. Shit. Oh, shit.
Wow.
I fell off a cliff.
Man. No wonder abortions were created.
Alex, I will invade your world.
It was an accident, I'm sorry.
Robert, what are your stats again?
Good.
I wanna see your stats.
Okay, if you go on to my stats, I have My vigor is 20. My attunement is 10. My endurance is 15. My vitality is 15. And my strength is 19.
Okay. Those are acceptable. Someone sounds back down. Did you light the bonfire?
Yeah, it's been lit.
Okay. So let's just respawn back there, ember up, and then we'll start the murder again. I fucking hate the way the garden does close. Kill myself.
Only.
No. It makes me look gay.
You are gay.
Come on, Niggy. Connection error occurred.
Why?
Returning to you. I don't know.
No, come back to me, Danny.
I'll put down my 7 sign again, but
Alex, are you gonna join me again?
It's down.
Alex, don't play music.
Bitch.
No!
if Robert can hear it, then that means his video can hear it.
He's not making any money.
Oh my god,
He can still get. Just because he isn't making money doesn't mean his channel can't get soft banned. Boy.
I turned it down!
Robert, can you hear it?
Not well.
Yes.
Your mics are also jacked up, so I can't really. It's kind of like blurred. I think we should ground Alex. You're grounded, Alex.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay, now let's go kill this bitch.
Let's go. Get it? Because like Les stands for like lesbian. Oh, again, Vader's here. It's the same dude?
It's an AI.
Huh. Do I get the AI's item?
You get one of their items. It's usually like their shield or their badge.
Poor dude.
I like the helmet. I got shackle.
Nope. So you got the items up here, or did you just run past them?
We just ran past most of the stuff.
Okay. Regroup. Alex, if you want to go ahead and kill them, do it. I'll take out Robert to where he needs to go.
Alright.
I helped this time.
Okay, Robert. I'm gonna need you to help me fight this bitch because he's a little too strong.
Where are you? I killed this mom on the job.
Eat. Get the item? No item?
I know it.
Okay. And there's nothing up here. Go over here.
I run over here.
Then go down.
I scoot. Oh, there we go.
Then come up.
What does that even do? The Titan or whatever the...
Titanite shard.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you upgrade your weapons.
Okay, so I'm just preparing to jump.
Yep.
I clicked the wrong button. It's okay. Next time I'll do it.
And if you land here, I'll be sure to give you a heckin' good heal for your effort.
Wink, wink. It hit me off.
Yeah, you hit the roof of the adjacent building. You gotta come at it at a little bit of an angle.
Oh, okay. So, what do you think about the first Dark Souls? You like it way more?
The Dark Souls 3? No.
Dark Souls 3 is one of the best.
Dark Souls 3 is my second favorite game of the Soulsborne series.
What's your first?
First one,
What?
motherfucking yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can regroup with Alex. Alex, are you in a safe area or are you still in the arrow zone?
Still in the arrow zone.
Okay, so in that case I'm not gonna heal you
Now
unless
I'm in
you
a safe
run back.
area.
Okay, no, you're right. Robert, time to give you the heal that I said I would give you.
He's giving me a blowjob. Are you giving me a happy ending?
Yeah. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3,
Dude.
1, 2, then Demon Souls. Run!
Are they gonna make it the second Dark Souls? I mean, not Dark Souls. I mean, Bloodborne.
Hopefully. Can't guarantee it. We'll come back to this area after we disarm the archer.
Run! Made it. Are we gonna fight the trees?
We'll come back to the site in a sec. No, not yet.
Are we gonna tell the giant to stop?
We're gonna get this area to the right first. Okay. Everyone prepare heals.
I kinda like Alex's beard. You guys are all lagging.
Okay, stop. Go up. Just go up the stairs. Not too fast with that. There are some pretty sturdy enemies. I'd like to show that they're big ballers up here apparently. So this is where we're gonna make you a pyromancer.
Oh. In there. Gross.
What are you wearing? Wolf armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
A grave mistake, but we'll see if we can fix that.
Ah! No, thank you, Alex. Just kidding.
Missed the jump. Missed the jump.
Nearly got it? I got hit.
Fucking off now.
I'm heading over here. Oh, I got a good shield. Oh man, they're throwing stuff at me. Wait, why do you want me to go over here with these people throwing fireballs at me? You died again.
Alex, show him where to go.
Hmm?
Alex, show him where to go.
At the next bonfire.
Oh.
Show him where to go.
Robert, you know that bridge going into the chapel? Yeah. There you go.
I just know how to get to the bonfires.
Well, now that you're there, I'm gonna travel there and click on your side.
Nice bonfire. No, I destroyed. So... Do you think I can intern as a photographer, like a beginner photographer or something?
Never.
Never? Not even
What was your question?
There's so many signs down.
Do you think I can ever intern as like a beginner photographer?
Yeah, there's literally an intern for absolutely every job out there.
Yeah, but like here in New Mexico.
It's just a
though.
company that offers it.
Okay, I got
So some internships are paid, some are not, or most are not, I should rather say. That, and you have to compete with several other interns
Oh.
to even become an intern.
How about an apprentice? Should I become an apprentice?
There is no for photography.
Oh.
For blacksmith.
Regroup.
You guys' mics are like cutting out.
There's multiple internet usages at once right now.
Follow. I already got the item. Ow! It's very quiet. You want me to kill these bears?
You see that up there? See that body ring?
Oh, you see it?
Two.
No, Robert, I mean that one that I just dropped down.
You
We'll
dropped?
come back to it in a second.
Oh.
It has a weapon on it.
Exclusive. This video is top-notch. full
Well,
of
I have
laggery.
got I get to rip.
Except his service.
There we go. I got a hand axe.
Okay, go on. Right here.
Right here?
This body I'm standing on?
There's no body.
Right here. Right now.
Yeah, there's no
A
body.
sack.
There's nothing there.
Okay then.
This place always reminds me of Bloodborne.
Why?
Because of its, there's a part in the game that kind of Salem, which is what this reminds me of.
Swear? Swear?
Have you ever played Town of Salem on the computer? The free game.
I wish.
It's free. You can just get it.
The operative is having strong enough to be able to
Oh, you're talking about that stupid game where it's like, figure out who's the witch?
Well, it's figure out who's the witch or part of the mafia or whoever is part of whatever. I enjoy that game. It's pretty cool.
Robert, how many souls do you have right now?
I have 12,000.
What I want you to do is invest in the sewer key, which isn't much, it's only like 1,200 souls, I think.
I can get it.
unlock that gate.
I runs in the wall. Excuse me, Alex. I run.
At this point, just banish the both of us.
Why? What? Who? When? Where?
Seppuku!
So that way you can get the key.
Are you good at suicide?
No. I'm gonna banish myself.
Really banish yourself by cutting your throat.
So go back, get the key, then bubble up. We'll be back to that bonfire.
Okay. I'm like tired of AF. Today was super busy at work. it was like super duper busy. And all I could think about was Alex's penis. What?
It's spectacular, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Spectacular.
Don't fucking lie to me.
I guess it's spectacular. Old lady. Let's purchase. What do you want me to get? A key or something?
It's called a key.
From the bitch that you give the ashes to. She's sitting in a chair.
Yeah, the tower key or whatever.
Sewer key. You
Sewer
don't
key?
have enough for the tower key.
I know, I was like, that's too expensive. Sewer key, sewer key.
Yeah, you're gonna buy the tower key eventually, but not right now.
What's the sewer key look like? The key?
It just says sewer key. Like, go over to the key tab. It'll be in there.
No, there's only the tower key in there.
Okay? So he doesn't have the ashes for it yet.
At
Can
all?
you give her any
Ashen
ashes?
Actually, yes. Do I sell items or what?
No, go. If you go back to the thing that says purchase item, sell item, talk, and all that,
Mm-hmm.
one of the options should say give umbral ash.
No, I cannot.
Okay, so you don't have any ashes. Well, travel back to the bridge
Ashen 1.
Okay.
after you've leveled up.
Okay. Where's
Like,
the
try to
light?
spend all your souls because
Welcome
we're about to go
home,
into an area where you're very
Very
likely to
well.
die.
Then take
Hello, sexy lady. What should I upgrade? Should I upgrade my vigor, endurance?
Strength to 20 first, and then go into dexterity, get that to 20.
Dexterity. I can only get that to 10.
Well, yeah. Your next step is to get dexterity to 20.
farewell.
I'm
Ashen One.
29, level 29, you jelly.
No. As I speak, that's a level 11. Travel back to the dilapidated bridge. My summoning sign is down.
And nu na ni ni. Oh man. Not the dilapidated bridge. Oh, both of you guys. I summon you. Hello.
Up.
What's the 4-1? Oh my god. Ew.
You're not a sorcerer, don't be big hat looking.
Oh, your hat. Ew. Why, Alex? Why?
Go on.
You do this to torture me.
No, he just wants to be a sorcerer that bad.
No, I just like the hat.
Oh shit. Oh, the hat.
Robert, this way.
Everyone up the ladder.
Why does she have like 8?
Pestering rat.
Do all rats carry AIDS?
Kind of.
Do you carry it? Okay, I'm joking. Alex, don't do it. No! I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ah, move. Move. Is it a her?
Okay. Yeah, that's a female.
Kind of looks like Alex.
Prepare to roll in case he throws it.
Oh, the other one hit me.
As long as it doesn't knock you off, it's okay.
Does your big cat even help anything?
No, not really.
Him, no. Because you don't use sorceries.
I know, I just wear it for aesthetic purposes.
So these are what dogs turn to in the future? These are semen dogs?
Kind of. There's a lot of backstory that you're missing context for.
I really want to know.
Robert, come here there.
Can you tell some?
Okay. I will give you... Hey, Robert, get over here! Okay. I will give you the briefest and most exactly concise way that I know how to speak about this. Okay. Talk to Morn real quick. Or Aegon. He's not Morn.
Oh, if you think you can. If think. If think.
Talking to him or?
If
Talk to him
think go.
until he says the same shit.
If think.
Yeah, I think it did. I'm good.
Okay?
Hold on.
And you can't get to this at all. Correct?
No.
Okay.
What? What?
Come on.
Did the body fall?
Oh my! What? How did...
Is there an item on the floor now? Yeah, lit.
What is this?
What item was it?
I got
There's the one, the body that was up there.
flame stone.
Flame gem? Fire gem?
The flame stone plate ring. Is it better than the fire clutch
Ooh.
ring?
I think the fire clutch ring is actually bad. Let me see.
Which one's better, flame stone plate or the fire clutch?
Well, the flame stone plate ring, oh yeah, equip the, flame stone plate ring if that's one of the only... Yeah, the, flame stone plate ring increases fire damage absorption, so you take less damage from fire. The fire clutch ring increases how much damage you do with fire, but you also take more damage in general. Okay,
So the flame stone ring, plate ring or whatever is better?
yeah. How many rings do you have total?
I got like 6?
Okay, so yeah, don't use the clutch ring or the sacrifice ring.
Where's the sacrifice? Do I have that? The blood bite ring?
No.
Oh, the sacrifice, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, don't use all the other ones except those two, because they're better than that.
Should I use the blood bite?
Well, let's take him to the sewer.
You can't get it.
Doesn't he have the key?
Yes, equip the blood bite ring. No, he can't. Yeah. He can't get to it because it's an item that he gets from grabbing the ash in the area that's getting shot up by the giant with the arrows.
Okay, so let's go stop the guy with arrows.
We can't because we have to be gone and he has to enter that area by
No,
himself.
he can go up there and talk to him and then just come
He
back.
can't, and he cannot get through the fog.
Hmm.
That's what I just asked him to do.
Do you want me to go, want to fight the tree dude, or do you want me to really do that
I thought
first?
you talked to this guy.
I already did.
He already did.
Yeah, then let's go tell the boss.
Yeah, none of us can survive that fall.
Unless I just cheat and fall.
I don't think any of us can survive that.
Do we have catwalk?
No. Well, I do, but not equipped.
Do you think
So this is what we're gonna do. Shit. Alright, how many Estus you got, Alex?
5.
And 5 what?
2.
Okay. We can take a crack at fighting the boss, or you can banish us and we can try this at our full strength.
Wait, how'd you know mine was 2? I'm down to just fight it now.
You only have 2 Estus though?
That's good.
Well,
I mean, we could just take care of the boss then.
hopefully we can.
I run in.
I have Tears of Denial equipped, so I should survive most of this boss fight. I wanted in so far as great. So far as waved. I jumped for joy. I waved again. Robert, start the damn boss fight. Walk up to the tree. We can't get in there unless you do it.
The nudie tree. It's got a nut on me.
Okay. Alex, I'll help Robert clear up the AI you like.
We got
Pop them balls. Right there.
Pop his back nuts! Pop his back nuts!
Yeah.
Run! Run!
He sharded.
Everyone, run and regroup me out there.
You don't have fun,
Really? Go back in.
Let's pop some nuts. Wait, Chili, why is he on you?
Thank God I have Tears of Denial active. Shit. Give me something to say.
Hey, Chili, stay. Chili, he's not nuts. Give me your nuts, boy.
I've hit so many different nuts actually.
I popped his back nuts. I popped his back nuts.
And I got his neck nuts. Time to go for his hand.
Let's go for the hand nuts.
Go for the balls nuts.
Shit.
Almost back there again. Time to use Tears of Denial again.
Joey's gross up.
Oh, he's falling. Run. Get a shoulder.
Shoulder nuts. Pop the shoulder nuts.
Go for his tummy nuts. Throw the tummy nuts.
Oh, it's too late for me.
Yeah, grabbing all these souls.
Oh yeah, all 3,500.
I got 4,158. That was bullshit. Robert, you're useless.
God damn it, Robert, you have to help
Light the
us kill
bonfire
boss.
down there, and then go back to the Then go back to filing, level up, do whatever you gotta do.
Jilly said it was good that I popped his nuts. Or we popped his nuts.
Ever since I figured out that he has nuts on every joint of his body, he's literally become like the easiest thing to kill. Okay. So...
The next place that he could summon us is Halfway Fortress.
Shit. Robert,
Because we tried before.
Yes.
what you're gonna do is,
Do you want me to buy the key now, or...?
no, you can't. What
I
you're
still-
going to do is, once you level up,
Welcome home.
go to that area where the
Very well.
where the
Then tell
wall of
Peyton.
fog blocked you.
Do
Do
you,
you know what
wait,
I'm talking about?
yeah, do you still want me to level up my dexterity?
Yes.
To level 20?
Yes.
I'm a level 30 now.
I'm telling you to do that so that way you can
Farewell,
use essentially
Ashen.
whatever weapon you want. Not
Okay.
all of them, but most of them. Alright, so go to that wall of fog, take the elevator up, talk to the giant so that way he stops shooting arrows at you.
And we can get all the items.
Yeah, then we'll go back, we'll clear that area out, and then we'll progress.
Okay, okay.
Until then, I'm just gonna equip that. Yeah.
I'm so happy I got the speaker. And, like, no joke, sorry. It's just... I'm so happy.
961 damage from an R1 swing. What kind of fucking damage I did?
Owie! Rats hurt.
Yeah, I'm currently fighting them too.
Rats hurt. Boo boo, owie.
Because I have to go back up the tower for something.
Jelly, what do you like more, the tree or the rat?
Oh, as I was saying with the whole story of Dark Souls, at the very beginning of known time, there was only two places in the world. There was the above and the below. The above is where the dragons were. They were truly eternal, they could not die, they lived forever. But and like everything in the above was red. Nothing. And then there was the below, which was completely black until the fuck is this shit?
Sorry, Jelly.
Yeah, no.
I was... No! It went up!
Yeah, go up.
No, it went up on its own, but these bad guys are after me. Oh.
But yeah. So, but in the below, with it being completely pitch black, at one point in time, a fire was lit down there. And that fire is was the beacon point for any lost humanoid to go to. And within the fire, there were 4 souls. One of light, one of dark, one of light, and one of death. The High Lord that will soon become a god, Gwyn, got the Soul of Light, to which he used to father lightning spells and gather hope for the humanoids that were like down in the dark. And with the lightning spells, he attacked the dragons, stripping them of their stoneplate scales, making them mortal, and being able to kill them. The Soul of Life was given to the Witch of Islay. She was fascinated with pyromancies, and she just gave fire and light to whoever like needed it.
Anytime.
And she just spent her entire existence just constructing more pyromancies and building great cities and all that stuff. The Soul of Death was given to the Grave Lord Nido. He was the first creature ever to die, because he was the first one capable of dying. And he uses the soul of death to just amass great armies of the dead, just to protect his catacombs and his tombs and all that. But there was a fourth soul that was left behind, that the other three lords did not know. That last soul was the soul of dark, and that's where the furtive pygmy came in. The furtive pygmy found that dark soul, and he kindled it, and he said, "I'm going to wait." And while all the other lords went out to do great things and brought upon the age of and the age of gods and all that, the furtive pygmy just sat there and quietly, splitting his soul into many different pieces, and spawned mankind. And mankind kept spawning and spawning and spawning. This didn't bother any of the other gods too much because they were still fucking like big ballers and all that shit. They wouldn't fuck around with anything. And so after that, the ages went on. Gwyn was able to hunt down and kill most every dragon.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I did talk to the giant, and I'm back at the bridge.
Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'll be there in a second. It was just like, yo, kill the dragons. So he split off pieces of his souls to give it to like the people he deemed worthy of it. Yeah, dilapidated bridge. Yeah, Robert, head back down to the dilapidated bridge.
Yeah, I'm
bonfire.
there.
Okay. And so he killed most of the dragons with the help of a handful of people. But during this great war, he fathered a son, and this son actually is referred to as the Nameless King. He has no name, but personally, my theory is his name was Faram because of reasons and armor sets and lore and all that fun shit. But his name was Faram in my head. His son was a tremendous god of war, like unstoppable. He could kill dragons by himself, whereas normally it would take 60 knights to kill a single dragon. I put down my sewing sign. But one day this son betrayed Gwyn, and instead decided to fight with the dragons to preserve them, because he deemed that the dragons was just natural, and when killing the dragons was him fighting the natural order. He was causing this age of fire that will eventually turn into an age of dark. And because of this betrayal, his father expunged him from all known traces of his kingdom and around the entire world, which is why he's referred to as the Nameless King. Nobody knows who he is. Well, you know something.
I don't see you.
Like, you're Embered, right?
Yeah, I see my
We just killed the
burning.
boss.
Yeah, he just killed the boss, but he might have died on the way of talking to the giant man.
Did it?
Did
Am
you?
I Embered?
Are you Embered? Can you
Pretty
use
sure
an
I'm
Ember?
Embered. Let me see.
If it's grayed out, no.
I cannot use a number.
Okay, so you're Embered. My summoning sign's down. I guess I'll just sit here and keep telling the story until you summon me. But after that happened, his son disappeared. The dragons were mostly killed. Like, there's still a handful left, of course. You'll see them around the game, and you'll see them in the other Souls games. But after the war ended, Lord Gwyn fathered 3 more children. The first was Guinevere, which is this, like, essentially she's a goddess of beauty. Like, everyone adored her and all that shit. She kept, like, everything in check. That was her purpose. Then he fathered a son named Gwyndolin, but he was raised as a daughter, and he was a master of illusions. Yeah, by the way, in the game, in Dark Souls 1, he's a trap. Absolutely. Just a trap.
Is he hot?
But, yeah.
Let's see.
But like he's shaped like a woman and everything, but it's a dude. Can you still not summon me?
No, I don't see you at all, dude. Do I have
How
to do
about
the
me?
finger thing? No, I don't see you either.
That's because we killed the
Oh
boss.
yeah, the boss isn't necessary. Shit.
Do I have to do the fingers?
No, we killed the boss.
Okay, Robert, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go through the area with the arrows by yourself. No. Well, you stopped firing the arrows, so you should be fine. So, just kill all the little enemies, and I'll give you a checklist of things that you absolutely need. I'll pull up your stream, actually.
Big guys are really annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, did I miss anything up here? Let's see, let's see. No? Okay, wait, so... Is the
What's your channel called?
Bobbert...
Bobber the Rabbit?
But, oh, the guy's still throwing him. Is he gonna kill him?
No, just he's aiming at the enemies.
So, the Nameless King's a good guy?
Arguably,
In a
yes.
way.
Depends on your point of view.
Like,
Yeah, Robert, yeah. Did
Should
you
there
get
be
the,
dragons?
yes and no. Did you get that, ashen, or ash bone? Yeah, that thing to your left? Get that, of course.
Let me see what I got.
Those are the ashes you're gonna need to get the key. Go.
Ashes? Where? Where?
Don't look at them. You're in an area where you can get ambushed. Don't get out of the menu.
Oh, we're gonna pull. Ah, Shiza! Kinda looks like Alex. Just kidding, I'm joking.
Okay. Robert,
Do you want me to get that thing on the other side that I have to run and jump to?
yes, that is like the most important item in this area. It makes your Estus flasks more powerful. Like they heal more. Okay. So, personally, I don't really give a shit that the Nameless King killed the dragons. Or, like, that the Nameless King protected the dragons. The point is, some of the dragons survived and they turned into drakes and basilisks and all kinds of, like, snake-based creatures. So they just stopped being dragons, essentially. Also, Robert, go into that building.
Oh, I see the item.
I'm being invaded by my waifu. Their name is literally Door Waifu.
Kill him!
Go into that building.
Oh, he did it for me! Yay!
Oh, there's slow.
Hey waifu.
I'm sorry.
Just like what you're doing right now versus the stream is just an insane difference in time. Okay, go up those stairs a little bit. Yeah, you see that? You gotta run and take a jump for it. Okay. Then after you get that item, you go back to the tower with the giant on it, and then continue on that area.
Wait, but do you want me to get the key and stuff so I can go?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Get the key, then go back to the dilapidated bridge. Okay. So back to the story. The Nameless King disappeared, like he just escaped and Gwyn never was able to catch him. He fathered the kids Guinevere, Gwendolyn, and Filianor. Filianor is his fourth and last child, and the sole purpose of her was to keep the fire from going out by stopping time. For as long as she's asleep, time does not go forward. And alright, so that's essentially most of what Gwyn does. Nito doesn't do much, he's just still there, just gathering his army of the dead. Just because he sucks dick. And the Witch of Izalith became the mother of 9 daughters. And they just lived their existence making more pyromancies and doing all kinds of neat shit. But after a while, the flame started to fade. It just started getting progressively weaker, while the number of mankind started to expand dramatically, because the dark soul of mankind was constantly getting split into smaller and smaller pieces.
Yeah,
But-
I still can't see the key. Do I have to go?
Ashen One.
Did you give her the Umbral Ashes?
Oh, how
You gotta give them to her.
gracious.
Give-
Let
And,
I only.
and then, see, she should have it in her inventory to sell now.
This
Ashen
fucking
One.
lag is
Be
pissing me
sure
off.
to bring more souls.
So, get the key.
That
Alright,
is
level up if
wasn't
you
it?
can. But, alright, so... But, Gwyn noticed that if one piece of the humanity that lies within a human comes in contact with the flame, it kindles the fire, makes him stronger. So,
Be careful.
Gwyn realized this and he's just like, yo, man, we can deal with this population issue, but also, like, you know, making the fire stronger. But he could not find just humans willing to, you know, willing to die like that. And he couldn't exactly force them to because they were just everywhere and they can easily hide. So, after a little while, what he ended up doing was, as an age of darkness began to grow closer, he went to the Witch of Izalith, because she had the soul of light, she had the soul of life rather, but with it, she also controlled a lot of fire, and he's just like, yo, can you do something about this? And she had the idea of, hey, what if,
Welcome, speak.
just listen,
Very then
what if I
darkly.
just make a new flame? And Gwyn's just like, lol, okay, let's see what happens.
Farewell, Ashen
And,
One.
so, the Witch of Izalith brought her, she enlisted the help of her 9 daughters to see if
Fret not.
they could create a new flame. In the end, only 7 of her daughters showed up.
Now, into
2 of them just straight up like pieced the fuck out, and both of them paid a price for it later. But with the Witch of Izalith and her 7 daughters that were there, the Witch of Izalith was set on fire and turned into the Bed of Chaos. And from this Bed of Chaos, all of demonkind was born, and demons just kept pouring out of this fire. And all 7 of her daughters that were there were all turned into these horribly mutated monsters, which are all bosses in the first Dark Souls. So, you get to fight them. And you get to fight, of course, the Bed of Chaos too, but we'll get to that.
Oh, I have a question. Should I get
So-
the Lord's Great Hammer or the left eye ring thing, the Pontiff's?
Personally, I find the Pontiff's left eye ring to be more useful, because isn't that the one where you gain more health for every, like, constant hit that you have?
Yeah, with excess.
Yeah. And because of as of right now, you're trying to go for a fast character, more or less. You're just gonna keep hitting people all the time, and you're just gonna keep healing. So
no
that's what I'd
hair?
go with. Well, do you want the hammer? That's
Kinda. It looks like a giant
Then
mace,
get-
and I like the look of it.
yeah. Then get it.
I get.
Heavy weapons just aren't my thing.
Should I get the Astor's spear, or should I get the Hollow Slayer's greatsword?
Once again, it's a matter of preference. I don't use either weapon. I use the spear more because it just because it fits the magic-based build I'm going with. But you're going for a pyromancy build, not necessarily magic. So that's up to you.
I just did the greatsword. The
Treat the firekeeper
Okay,
not with
Hollow Slayer
discourtesy.
okay, so I got the key. It heads back.
So you just go down to that area with the rats. There's a locked door down there.
And they has good items?
The area that you're gonna go through will have good items, yes. Okay, so back to the story. This, by the way, this is all taking place before the first Dark Souls game even happens.
Okay.
And now this is where you can fall in line between the ideas of if the Dark Souls and Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne universes are all together. Personally, I believe they are. But at this point is when the Demon Souls would take place, and it's just essentially you just killing a bunch of bosses, believing that killing the demons will make the world good again. It doesn't, but you know. I got invaded by a dark spirit. Shit.
I got invaded by my waifu.
So backing up. So the Witch of Izalith fucks up. All 7 of her daughters mutate. She gets turned into the literal spawning point of all demonkind. And that's it. But Gwyn hears about this and he's just like, yo, fuck, I don't know what to do now. We literally can't stop this bitch. We can't stop the Age of Fire regressing and humanity spreading. But he noticed that humanity is the source of all darkness. Like, wherever humanity was, darkness was also there. And so he learned that the final soul, the Dark Soul of Man, was in the Furtive Pygmy. But with the Dark Soul of Man, he also needed a way to like keep it from spreading. So he stamped the seal of the the dark sign, which is just like that. It's the black circle with all the fire around it. It's like the main symbol for Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he used that, so that way there's always a fire to light the area around the dark. Like, no matter what. So there could never be truly a darkness. But what that ended up doing was fucking over all of mankind, where they can't die. They just become undead. That kind of pissed off Nito, but he didn't give a shit because everything else can still die. But, with that, since mankind can never die, they can only hollow now. It just created an issue where those who didn't, or who started to hollow, they became less and less of who they were. And they just started turning into animals. But since they couldn't kill them because of the dark sign, shit. Oh, hold on, my invader finally caught up to me.
Okay. The skeleton
You should
guys
be
are
on a drunken
weird.
history.
What?
You should be on a drunken history.
Why?
Just because of the way you tell stories.
You're good at telling stories.
What do people say?
Because he's a liar.
About what?
You lie about the stories?
Liars are really good storytellers.
In theory.
Well, good ones at least.
But, anyways. So, the undead started to pile up. And when mankind started to, like, freak the fuck out, because, you know, the undead are fucking everywhere, they needed to start corralling them, putting them away because they're quintessentially immortal. But since they're immortal, you can't really do anything about it. They just locked them up into massive asylums and prisons. But that couldn't stop them. They just could still continue to expand and expand and expand. And it got to the point where most of humanity became hollowed, and most of the Dark Soul of Man became burned away, that the Age of Fire was dying. So the Lord Gwyn freaked the fuck out. He's just like, I need a way to stop this. I need a way to stop the darkness from killing, because or else, like, we lose all power and then we fade, and then the Age of Dark comes with humanity takes over. And that didn't, like, all the ideas that he ran into, like, didn't work. He talked to Nito, he tried to talk to the other sisters of the Witch of Izalith and all that shit. And nothing worked. So, what he did was, he fathered a last child, Filianor, to where she could stop the age moving forward for as long as she was asleep. But the age could go backwards to restart from its beginning. Hence why you can still reignite the fire at the end of the game and reset the age and all that shit. But the age, it was still going to die, because it was a little bit too far gone.
Who is someone there?
So what
Anyone? Oh, please.
Lord
the
Gwyn,
dogs, little
he
creatures,
reached the last
please.
thing he could. He used his own soul of light to rekindle the fire, to bring back the age.
Then I am no
And
praise.
that in turn killed him, but he became the Lord of Cinder, and he watches over the fire. Now, once again, this is a point in time which it depends on who you ask, whether or not Dark Souls 2 or 3 came first, or came after Dark Souls 1. Like in Dark Souls 1, you're just one of the undead who just had a new purpose, because you got a little bit of your humanity back and all that shit. All kinds of fun stuff. Anyways. Yeah, you just play Dark Souls 1 if you want the story for that one. I'm not going to explain it.
How about this one?
What?
The story to this
okay.
one.
Okay, so... oh, shit. Oh, I fucked the pooch on this one. Shit. Give me a second. I need to run. Okay. Nice and safe. So, personally, I believe the story goes Demon Souls 1, or Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 3, 2, then Bloodborne. Because to me, that's the order of events that makes the most sense.
Wait, Bloodborne's the last one?
To me, yes.
Did they still have like the same mythology and everything in Bloodborne?
No. Like, throughout none of the games does it explicitly say that any of them are connected. Nothing. Other than the gods are the same in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. But that's it. Like, there's nothing that says Demon Souls and Dark Souls are connected, nothing that says Bloodborne and Dark Souls is connected. Anyways, so going through the first game. Yeah, so in my opinion, the canonical story of how Dark Souls goes is you go through Dark Souls 1, and the end of Dark Souls 1 you choose to link the fire, to keep the Age of Fire going. Then Dark Souls 3 happens. And by the time of Dark Souls 3, most of the lords and gods and all that stuff have abandoned their homes. Like Anor Londo, which was the home of Gwyn and his children, and like it was like the capital of the planet essentially. Completely abandoned. Completely gone. They just ditched it. Except for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn stayed at his post, keeping up the illusion that everything was okay. Give Lucky Lord something to latch on to. For those who didn't. But Guinevere pieced the fuck out. Felinor was moved into the Ring City and all that shit. We'll get to that in a second. But because, like, this all happened because Wood finally left, because he went to become the Lord of Cinder. And with that, everyone left. Most of the world finally just turned into being overrun with just the hollows and all that kind of shit, just the random enemies that you see lying around. They all used to just once be human or gods that just fell apart. And so, sensing once again that the world was dying, the fire decided it needs another person to kindle it. And the first person to step up was Ludlith the Exile, which is the old man who gives you who transposes your shit. Like, he was exiled from his home, but he found purpose in becoming a Lord of Cinder, so he willingly gave up his soul and kept the Age of Fire going. And rinse and repeats for Yorm the Giant. Yorm the Giant has his own story in that for him and his people, like, giants were deemed always to be like these stupid brutes, never to like be smart, and they were always to be treated more or less like cattle, to just do the dirty work of everything. Except for Yorm. Yorm was somewhat intelligent, and through a long series of battles, Yorm became the defender of the profaned capital, which was just show them do whatever the fuck they wanted to. But they always thought of Yorm as being just another big dumb giant. But Yorm decided to make it his life goal to protect the people of the profaned capital, no matter what happened. And so he did. He used his massive great shield and his massive great machete to protect the people of the profaned capital. Whenever someone stepped up to threaten him, like the Kingdom of Karthus, or Osirian, or anything like that, he just showed the fuck up on the battlefield and dicked down everyone in his way to protect the people that hated him. But he wanted to gain their trust. He wanted to prove that he could be a good ruler of the capital. So he made two weapons called Storm Rulers. One he kept for himself, and another he gave to the people that hated him. The Storm Ruler is the only weapon that is capable of killing giants. And he gave it to them in good faith. And he gave the other Storm Ruler to a good friend of his named Sigurd. Just in case, if he could never live up to what he promised he could be, just to be the best ruler that he possibly could, mankind can kill him if they needed to. So within the profaned capital, there was just some disgruntled clerics, the people who used the healing and miracles and all that shit. They were just disgruntled because they're being bitches. I don't know why. They're just like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's deal with pyromancies right now. And what they ended up doing is they made they accidentally fucked with a miracle that turned into the profaned flame. And the profaned flame set the entire capital on fire, burning it all away and just killing everyone. And from that, Yorm stood just on the ashes of all the people he tried to protect and show that he was a good ruler. And he just learned that he couldn't do it. He was the sole survivor of everything. So what he did is he threw away his great shield and cut notches into his machete to make it a two-handed machete. And since he could no longer defend his people, he would kill anyone who tried to harm his kingdom. So that's why when you find Yorm the Giant in game, he's sitting on his throne, just waiting. And so the next Lord of Cinder was Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods. Aldridge was a deacon of the Cathedral of the Deep. The Cathedral of the Deep is a church that worships the Abyss. The Abyss is the darkness within mankind. Are you following so far, Robert?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So, with the Abyss, okay, give me a second. I need to equip for this fight. With the Abyss, he's just like, yo, I like eating people. And so that's what Aldrich did. He just ate people. Until it got to the point where, like, his lust for what he wants to eat became so grossly large, he just kept on killing people left and right constantly. And just eating them. And he just slowly started to grow into this grotesque mask that his whole thing is he just wants to keep eating people. But he did make he did notice that, like, certain people that were stronger humans and all that stuff tasted better and all that fun stuff. So he found people who wanted to train them to just be like, hey, I want you stronger so that way I can give you a good munch and all that fun shit. He tried to. Didn't entirely work. But that's where Horus and Henri of Astora come from. And you'll recognize Horus and Henri as being the two knights that you see out in the Crucifixion Woods. You know what I'm talking about, Robert?
Where's that again? Oh, the two that are a pain in the butt?
No, just the two AI that are sitting next to the bonfire that you talk to, and they give you the Sentinel thing. Yeah. They were supposed to be victims of Aldrich, but they escaped, but no one else did. So their whole thing is like, we are here to kill Aldrich, nothing else. So, if you'd like some help, we'll help you, as long as it's just to kill Aldrich or the deacons. And so that happened. But Aldrich just kept on eating people and eating people and eating people. But he became strong enough because he just kept on exploding all of his hole. He just became strong enough to become a Lord of Cinder. Because the fire chose him to be the next Lord of Cinder. So he sacrificed his soul to kindle the fire. And then the age continued, and Yorm sat in his chair this entire time. And then after a little while, he was like, oh, the fire's depleting again? Fuck it, I've got nothing to do. So he sacrificed his soul to become the next Lord of Cinder. And after that happened, Aldrich was put in capability, and Yorm was put in capability. But the weakest of the weak continued to worship the darkness.
So all these creatures that I'm fighting are demons, basically?
No. Most of the creatures that you are fighting is humans that have lost all of their humanity and become hollowed. They no longer understand what the hell they're doing, it's just who they are now. Yeah.
So, like, the guys with the bird wings? Those are humans?
Yes, with an asterisk. They're humans that were dramatically mutated because of stuff. But yeah, after that, after Yorm and Aldrich burned away, the Abyss was still being worshipped, and mankind kept on getting more and more hollowed, even after the age was reset and all that shit. There was a covenant called the Abyss Watchers that decided to take up arms against the Abyss, to fight it back. And their whole goal is just to rid humanity of this darkness. But, so wherever the Abyss popped up, the Abyss Watchers were there to soon follow, and they were there to kill it. So, like, whenever there was a massive kingdom, like the Kingdom of Karthus, that literally spans several continents, the Abyss Watchers showed up and fucking dicked them down. just killed them. And they just moved on. They kept on hunting the Abyss. That was their whole goal. But during one of these escapades, they were all shown a vision that since they were all human, they would all eventually fall to the Abyss.
Be careful.
So they all knew eventually they would all die. And they would become the thing that they were trying to fight so much. But they continued on. Just constantly, just fighting nature. Just because they thought it was their duty. And that's why when you fight the Abyss Watchers as the first big boss of the game, that's why some of them have the glowing red eyes. Those ones have been touched by the Abyss. And then there's the ones they're fighting the ones that aren't touched by the Abyss, and they're just constantly killing each other because they can't die. They're all human, so they just keep going and going and going, theoretically forever. But some of the Abyss Watchers didn't like the responsibility. Because they knew their objective was pointless. They were going to die. And so that's why some of them, quote unquote, forlorn with their own realization that they're going to die, so they just gave up on life, and they entered the painted world of Ariandel, which is just a home for those who have lost their way, just entirely. And that's a DLC in the game, so you're gonna get to that point eventually.
I need to get the DLC for this.
Oh yeah, you fucking should. It's fucking great.
Which one's what should I get more? This one or the Bloodborne one? Hey, who are those little AI guys that are really strong? Are those just like regular human dudes?
Which
They're like
AI guys?
kind of like a little bit stronger than like other people.
Oh, are you talking about like the NPC invaders?
Yeah. Well, no, like the guy with the samurai sword kind of looking thing, and then there's that chick near the bottom of the place where the bird people are.
Those are the master, the guy with the samurai sword that you see at the very beginning of the game. He is actually a he is referred to as the master because his whole thing is oh fuck that. His whole thing is just like he is supposed to be the best one with the sword and all that shit. But the people that you're talking about is just legendary humans that have survived Halloween for as long as they can. But yeah, you'll see a lot of random people like that, like Omri and Horus. They've survived Halloween through the ages, barely. One of them won't, but you know. The guy with the samurai sword, he's just there waiting out the end of the world. Fire creatures cannot hollow because they're special, or they have a part of fire in them, so they're technically immortal.
So, wait, what are we in this? Like, our characters?
That's what I was gonna get to.
Oh.
Let's see. Give me a second. So what you are, okay. So take a step back to the Abyss Watchers. So the Abyss Watchers, they just kept on killing and killing and killing. But as a group, the ones that survived decided to sacrifice their soul to reset the Age of Fire to beat back the Abyss again. And they technically accomplished their goal, even though they would continue to hollow. And so next what happened was everyone for a split second came to the agreement that, yo, maybe we should plan out people to reset the Age of Fire so that way we're not all fucked, right? And everyone was more like, yeah, I agree with that one. And so what they ended up doing was choosing the High Lord Lothar, which is, once again, the boss that you'll fight in this game. It was actually supposed to be his older brother, Lorien. But his older brother, Lorien, was crippled when during a fight with one of the Grand Demons. Like he got his legs cut off. But but with his like falling blow, he pierced the heart of the demon. So his sword is always on fire. But since Lorien can no longer be the big dick boy that we need him to be, they decided to pick his little brother, Lothric. But Lothric, since he was a young child, was like super weak and frail and sick all the time. But he was still ended up being picked for being the next Lord of Cinder. He was chosen to sacrifice his soul to keep the way of fire, or like the Age of Fire. Wow, that was a double kill. To keep the Age of Fire going. This is where you come in. The character that you're playing as, actually supposed to be believed as one of the 3 guards of Prince Lorien, like his 3 legendary assassins, essentially. So called the Black Hand. And the Black Hand was like the master assassins and everything, but they were also his personal bodyguards. So everyone's like theory is just like you were once a Black Hand because there's only 2 other Black Hands in the entire game. You have to fight one of them, and one of them is killed. Anyways, so your whole shtick was like you were supposed to protect the prince, but what ended up happening was Prince Lorien, or Prince Lothric, decided he didn't want to sacrifice his soul for the Age of Fire. He just wanted to keep living. He didn't want to do that. So he abandoned his duty as the elected Lord of Cinder. So what ended up happening is, but he was still assigned to be the next Lord and all that. He became the church that essentially was the way of life kept him alive all this time, in the hopes that he would eventually do his duty. But your character, one that you're playing as, died of old age, or he was killed in battle, whatever. He slowly became hollow and lost his mind and all that stuff. But he was just laid to rest as a hollow, and he's just like, there, fuck it, we'll leave it, doesn't matter, bye. But Prince Lorien kept shirking off his duty. He did not want to die. So what ended up happening is the reason why there's no real living people anymore in the game is the Age of Fire is literally ending right as we're playing the game, right now. So in the months or technically years coming up to the events of this, what the Lord of Cinder did, or what the Fire did, was bring back the previous Lord of Cinder, which was Yorn, and he pieced the fuck out. He's just like, nah, I'm not doing that again. I already sacrificed my soul. So it brought back Aldrich, and he's just like, nah, I'm gonna go back to eating people, and he pieced the fuck out. He brought back Ludlith, but Ludlith was far too weak to be able to make the journey and sacrifice his soul. So after that, the Fire brought back more important, such as the Fire Keepers and powerful sorcerers like Big Hat Logan and the Pyromancers and all that kind of stuff. Just people that it feels it could bring back to life, including the Rotting Greatwood, that boss, Undix Gundyr, all the little bosses that you'll fight throughout the game were all chosen to hopefully be the ones that make it to be the first thing sacrifice. They all didn't want to do that. So as the third and final choice, the Fire just brought back everything, as many souls as it could, including yours, to just be like, please, one of you come and sacrifice your soul and keep the Fire going. And so that's when you come back to life. So you were the third choice behind several million others, okay? And like your whole point is just like, hey, you want to link the fire? And that's up to you. There's actually 4 endings in the game. There's linking the fire, not linking the fire, controlling the fire, and then like leading the Age of Man, like purposely letting the fire go out and all that shit. But yeah, that's
Oh, just so you know, I'm at I'm at halfway forest.
okay. I'll go back online then.
Oh, hello. How do you...
Okay, so
This is Horace. Are you two
you,
well beyond? We see we may go the next May the...
you fuck off and all that shit.
Oh, yes,
The
of course.
technical
It's
canon
not- don't
ending
put out
to the
your-
game is you link the fire in Dark Souls 3. But a somewhat alternate ending, quote unquote, is the Ring City DLC. And within the Ring City DLC, you travel to the ends of the world, like the very edge, where essentially time and space kind of collapse on itself, so that you'll see like distorted buildings and all that kind of shit, just things folding on itself, and stuff that just shouldn't be. Like, yeah. Anyways, if you go through the DLC, kill everything in your way, you will find Filianor. Filianor was gifted by Gwyn to the Pygmy, the furtive Pygmy, the first man to ever harbor the Dark Soul. And it was a way of keeping them in check. To just make sure the Dark Soul doesn't get too far by keeping it under control. Okay, give me a second. We'll travel to the halfway forest.
Is Alex gonna join?
Hold on. Currently doing something really scary.
But if you go through the DLC, Gwyn, in order to protect his daughter and to keep the Age of Fire from going on, he made a deal with the Adjudicator Giants, which were giants that were smart enough to be able to know miracles. But they were very, very strong as well. I put down my sounding sign. They were so strong, in fact, that they're just literally like once mankind realized what Gwyn did by putting the dark sign into their very bodies and not allowing them to die, they just lost their shit and tried to end the Age of Fire entirely by attacking Filianor and like getting her to leave. But what the Adjudicator Giants did was just dick down everyone in their way and stole all of their souls and forced them to be their slaves, essentially. So when you get to that area of the game, the giants will be able to summon like whole armies of people to fight you. And it's bullshit. I hate it. But you get through all that, you get to Filianor, you poke her, and you're just like, hey, and you wake her up. And the second you wake her up, time leaps forward dozens of eras. And it leaps forward to the point where it's supposed to be. Like, if the ages weren't constantly reset by the linking of flame. And there's only 2 creatures living in the rest of the world.
You and the final boss.
Kind of.
Of the DLC.
Actually, Alex?
There's one other creature still alive in there.
Another one crawling.
No, there's a Black Knight that's in the boss arena, and if you kill him, you get time gets left.
Yeah, there's...
No, isn't there also that one chick with the king hammer or something?
I have no idea. No, she dies.
She dies, but she was alive.
But, alright, so at the end of the world, the age leaps forward, so there's only 2 living souls left on the entire planet. It's you, and the final boss of the DLC, Gale. Gale has been alive since the beginning of time. Like, he was there during the Age of Grey, when nobody died. He's been alive that entire time. And the only thing he did was kill everything. He absorbed every other soul in the entire planet. And you have to kill him. But once you kill him, all of the souls have been conjoined into one living creature, and that becomes the dark soul of man.
Hey, wait, I have a
You
question
gather-
for you.
Yeah.
So why do you kill your other assassin buddy?
He became hollow, so he lost his mind, and he just tries to kill you.
Yeah, that's why most NPCs fight you, is because they went hollow. Or you pissed them off in some way.
Robert, use the dried fingers, because Alex can't be summoned here. Or, yeah. Okay, now you should be able to see something, son. Alex, where's your
I
summoning
want
sign?
new armor. Wait, I do have armor.
Alright, so, yeah, so you kill Gale, you get the Dark Soul of Man, you do whatever you want with it, whether or not you just keep it and all that shit. But the canon, quote unquote, ending to me is you link the fire at the end of the game. And then that's when Dark Souls 2 kicks in. Dark Souls 2 is very much so the same thing. You go around, do shit, become the Kindle, or you're the chosen one, and kill. But to me, the way Dark Souls 2 ends is you do not link the fire. You just like, nope, that's it. And you just sit on a stone throne and let the age continue. Then that like several hundred. Oh shit. Okay, over here. You get this item down here.
There is another Dark Spirit because I didn't recognize that name. So be warned.
So follow me down here. It's a safe way. Or fall down that way. But so like you just let the age run out, and a few hundred, if not thousands of years later, that's when Bloodborne starts.
So why is Dark Souls different from, like,
Kill the director.
There he is!
the director, or does it, they have, like, the story goes with it or not really?
The creative director was Paul Creed. It was somebody else.
Is this an NPC?
This one? No.
Nope.
It's but there's another one running around, so be cautious. If you have a Seed of a Giant,
I do have that.
don't use it, but unless he runs into groups of enemies that we can't fight.
Oh, the other guy's killing me. The other guy's killing me. The guy's coming for me. The guy just chasing after me, dude.
I'm kicking his ass right now. Took away half his health.
Who are the purple players?
The purple is a Mad Spirit, which is sometimes helpful, sometimes.
Oh,
Depends on how the player actually feels.
Yeah, Mad Spirits are both good and evil. It's kind of
so a mad spirit can decide if they want to help you.
Kind of like an Aldridge.
Did you guys kill the other one?
Nope. He's a fucking ass.
Yeah, there's actually a pretty strong theory for why Bloodborne is a sequel to the whole Souls trilogy.
So wait, Alex, Why do you like that one character in Bloodborne?
Which one?
The old man in the beginning.
In Bloodborne? Oh, because German's lit.
Why?
Like, when you learn about his character, he's
Doesn't he die though?
just full age.
Can.
Can. Or not.
We got invaded by 4 people in 5 minutes.
Wait, who's... Hello, Andrew.
I'm dead.
Personally, Robert, I would try to go through most of this place without being embered.
Yeah, this place is invaded.
I would say it's the number 2 spot in the entire game where people like to invade.
Yeah, I agree. Aside from the place outside of ammo around
This
here.
could be too late. You could die, dude.
I think I'm done for the night.
Sorry everybody, I know you started watching, but I'm gonna stop the video. I'm tired, it's pretty late over where I used to be. But I'll be on tomorrow maybe. Are you guys down to do a video tomorrow?
Get out of work at 10.
I
But
get
I'm
out of
down
work.
after that.
I get to work at 10 as well.
Yep, I work tomorrow and then have the next day off, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah, same. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop the video.